Okay, so in the last session, I have completed just I go through last session. In last session, I completed like JavaScript, how what is the JavaScript dynamic language, how to assign where and let, and how to create function, and what is the output when you pass the parameter empty, okay, and define nan, and when you pass 1, 2, 3, 4 through the argument, how to get value on here, okay, and what the hosting, okay, with where and let, and after that we will discuss about the w3c and ECMAScript, and after that we will discuss with the uh, on here with the list multiple things on here, uh, in of in map spread operator, and on here with the will work with some play with the where and let and scope of let on here in the last session.
Yeah.
Okay, so now next point is we will discuss in the last session spread operator. Okay, so what
Yes.
the spread operator? So suppose I create the one function,
Mm-hmm.
add, and the add we have passed the parameter x and y. In the last point, if any confusion,
Mm-hmm.
just give the in the last session. You have any doubt on in previous? If you any doubt, please let me know. Then we can continue. Okay.
I don't have any problem actually. You can
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. Yeah. So I create one function on here with the three dot,
Mm.
three dot, and a
Okay.
variable name we are writing rest array. Okay. Okay. Suppose that
Okay.
we have
Why rest?
yeah, just 1 second. I suppose that I create add. Okay, inside add we have
Mm-hmm.
multiple value 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, 5, comma 6, 5, comma 7, 5, 8. Okay, this is something. Okay, and I call this
Mm-hmm.
I add function when I calling. So then we have two value on here. 1 comma 2 set on here 1 comma 2,
Okay.
okay, x and y. After that remaining value,
Mm-hmm.
after that remaining value will be 3 dot, 3 dot, with the 3 dot this is a array, okay, with the 3 dot this is a array, this is a rest operator, with the 3 dot this is a rest operator. Remaining value we have 3, 45, 65, 68 set in this array.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
so let suppose let result is equal to x plus y, okay, and for
Mm-hmm.
and okay, so let x and y we will store in the result. After that we want to sum okay, so for let or in result, and okay, means you can write some variable, okay, r, okay, inside value result, this result suppose on here 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2 on here 3.
Mm-hmm.
After, okay, 3,
Yeah,
then
exactly.
3 plus this is array, okay, this is array 3, 45, 65,
Mm.
68. Okay, this from this one by one append in the
Yeah.
result variable. Okay, so then after that
Okay. Okay. Okay.
console.log and print the result. You can write message on your right, total plus, if you want format then right click and go to the format, you can format. Okay, so okay, just I uh, run this code. Have you remember what the command right on here? Node.
Uh, It's
no, not
npm run also is will be work, right?
npm. No, actually we have no on here npm. We need to node. Okay, node. npm actually
Okay,
node
okay.
package man,
Yeah,
yeah, node package manager. That is a node package manager inside the node module. Okay, so on here this is
exactly.
also
Okay.
so we will install the node module related packages some, then we can use npm. But I am running this javascript, so using the command node list.js.
Uh,
Further is on here. Mm, node list. Okay, what the issue? Can you tell me what the issue? Command n we have list.js.
that is extension is wrong. Yes.
Correct, correct, correct.
Mm,
Js. Okay, then you can
mm,
see 184.
mm.
184. Okay, this is a total.
Exactly.
This, okay, this
Mm,
value
mm.
sum of through the rest operator. That for that purpose we are using rest operator. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now
Mm.
next point we will talk about the destructing. Destructing. Okay. So
Rest
destructing.
operator. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Destructing means means we need to do separate. Like be
Mm.
late books books equal to we have one array. Inside array we have some books like book id 101, and book name java, and
Okay. Key
you
and
can write
values. Okay. Mhm.
correct, and okay, this two value and book and book name. Okay, there is a two things on here, and we want to push. Suppose this is a array. Okay, and we want to push another
Yeah.
array. So books dot
Orange. Mhm.
push, book dot push, and we want to add another array JSON. We can put Python. One is a Java, second is a JS, third is a
Okay.
Python. We are push on here. Or we want to another push books
Okay.
dot push. Okay, then C++. Okay, now we want to destructing on here like late. Okay, late we have on here
Mm.
we have Java. Okay, we have one is
Exactly. Yeah.
one one Java, second is JS, and remaining we can store in the REST operator with the REST. Okay, so we have
Okay.
books.
Okay.
Okay, we have books. Inside the books array we have four books. One, two, three, four. Okay, so starting we have two books Java
Yeah.
and JS stored in the two separate variable. Okay, they are so separate on here Java and JS,
Yeah.
and remaining we have two books we have remaining. That these two books stored in the REST operator array. Okay, so then we can check on here
Okay. Okay.
console.log Java and console.js, and we will on here you can see REST books. Okay, REST book we have array.
Mm.
So through the loop, through the for loop, we can uh, let the console.log, okay, b dot book name. Okay, so now you can see this is a first. Okay, this is a Java. This is be separate on here.
Yeah.
You can write on here
Mhm.
Java dot book name. Okay, this is JS dot
Yeah.
book name. Okay, so then
Book name. Mm.
there is a two separate.
Mm.
After that we have REST operator. This is REST operator, REST books. Inside REST books we have get the value
Mm.
on it. Okay, so I check these things.
Okay. Okay.
So you can see on here Java. First is Java. Okay, this is Java. Second is a JS, and
Yes.
remaining we have Python and
JS
C++.
and Python and C++.
Okay, so we are
Okay. Okay. Mm.
distracting array. Okay, and on here we have first is a REST operator and how to use REST operator in the distracting. How to distract the array. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. So now
Perfect. Yes.
we will talk about the class. We will class on here
Okay.
person. Uh, person dot js.
Okay.
Okay, so I create one class, class person, and person behave create the constructor, and inside the constructor like we have pass one value only.
Arguments or
Argument. This is the
Mhm.
argument. Okay. Mm, P
Mhm.
PID. Okay, and okay, you can write on here some you want to some print some value or look at this. You print this on here, and I create one method. So info console.log. Okay, and okay, so how to create the instance? How to create the instance? This is a class, person class. Inside the person
Mm.
class, we have create the constructor and one create the method. Okay, then go to the outside class.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now we create the instance. Let person is equal to new person. Okay, now you can see. Okay,
Okay.
how to use the class on here. Okay, so this is a person instance. Create the person instance. Inside the pass the parameter one.
Mm.
Okay, so on here is a constructor. Inside the constructor
Okay.
we have PID. PID get value on here. And if you want to print, also you can check the call the constructor console dot log. Okay, this is a person constructor call. Okay, and after that this instance dot show info, this is a method. Okay, after that we will print this method. So this I
Okay.
node
Okay.
node person dot py. Okay,
JSON. Okay. J.
okay, sorry,
Okay.
js. Actually I go in the python. Okay, so
Yeah, exactly.
hmm, so this is a person constructor called. Okay, so this execute after that person id
Yeah.
101 101 person id, this method will call. So then on here, I want to show on here how to create the class, how to create the constructor, and how to create the method from the through the create the instance on here. Okay, I want to show on here.
Yeah.
So this is a I create the class on here, and I want to use the class
Hmm.
in another class. Suppose I create another class on here. Any
Okay.
confusion? On here, any confusion?
Come again?
On here, any confusion? Any doubt on here?
No, no, no. This is pretty
Okay.
clear because
Yeah.
this is a little bit pretty
Correct.
clear actually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
mplo by dot js. Okay. So on here we have created the I want to use the person class in the employee class. We want to inherit. We want inherit person class into the employee class. So suppose I create the class imply imply, okay, imply, and we want to
Hmm.
extend, okay, extend on here, right? Person, okay. So
Okay.
person. So this is okay.
Class. Okay.
So this is not getting error on here. But suppose that we have this is a person class, okay. This is a employee class,
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
So both class don't know each other, okay. Don't
Exactly. Hmm.
okay. So we want to connect to one another. So for that we will on here we will do on something we need write on here. One keyword is you listen export. I comment this line
Okay.
export this
So yes. Uh-huh.
export default
Good.
export default person, okay. So
Uh-huh.
we want
Okay.
to we want to exporting this class. After that
Okay.
I go to
Hmm.
the employee and we want to import on here, okay.
Exactly.
So
Hmm.
I on here write import person, then it is coming, okay, import person.
Ah.
then
Okay.
then
Okay.
then it will can then you can use on here, okay. We want on there
Okay. Okay.
on that export on here
Hmm.
we when we are doing import, and then we can extend this class on here, okay. This way we
Okay.
can use,
Okay.
this way we can use. And 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 after another things, if you want to extend this imply class in another, then also you can use on here export. This way you can also
Okay.
export these things, okay. Like this way you can use. Then first only
Okay.
I exporting person class into the imply class, okay. So we want to
Okay.
create a constructor on here, constructor, and okay, constructor, inside the constructor, okay. Then we have two class, person class, employee class, and person class. This is a child class, this is a parent class, and I inherit the parent class. So when then concept is using then inherit parent class, then first parent class constructor call, then child class constructor call. So how to call the parent class constructor on here? Through the super
Hmm.
keyword, super keyword on here,
Oh,
super
okay. Okay. Okay.
super keyword, okay. So
Super.
I super, you are listening in the Java, okay. On there this is a super keyword, but in the C sharp we have base keyword.
uh,
In the C sharp we
exactly.
have,
But one more thing, actually, if we have multiple class, then how we which parent class we are going to call? How do we the JavaScript knows?
yeah, this actually on here this is a suppose that this is employee class, okay. Then after go to the
Yeah.
employee class, go to the any other parent class, then on the
Mm,
top uh, this is a top
mm,
class. uh,
mm,
Suppose this is a parent class, okay. This is a parent class. After that another class
mm,
we have, suppose that we have three classes, A,
mm. Okay.
B, C. We have three classes. A is a parent class, B is a child class, this is a this is a
Mm,
subclass, this is a uh, mm, this is a grandparent, okay. This is a top, okay. So this on
okay.
here we call the super, on here we call the super. Then go on here, okay. And if B inherit to A, if B inherit to A, then it will call the A on here. A constructor will call.
Okay.
A constructor will call because C to B, B to A. Okay. If
Mm,
inherit B inherit to A, then go on A.
okay.
this way we will call.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, I got it.
okay, so on here super 100,000 and after suppose we have write employee ID. Okay, we have another field, we have created the employee ID, and we have created the another property MP name, and this is a right message employee constructor called, and I create the another method show employee info, so MP to NP info, and on here you can okay, so this is a employee ID, this is employee name. Okay, and okay, on here it will call the employee, call the person. This is a person, so this is
Okay,
a person. Okay, this ID on come from here, person, uh, PID, and PID
okay,
on here we have employee ID. Okay, on here
okay,
we have employee ID. So
okay,
employee ID and employee name. So then uh, let employee info and employee so and so employee so info,
mm,
so info it is on here, so info. Okay,
okay,
this
okay,
is so info. This is a parent class method. Okay,
mm,
this is a this is a parent class, this is a parent class method, and this is a
yeah, exactly.
child class
Child
method.
class, okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
so uh, uh, okay, so this is imply name. Okay, this imply name set value on here. Okay, then imply name, and uh, I said value if you want to change the value. Okay, after that we want to change the value on here. Okay, this is set value on
Mm,
here. Then output will be John Ju. Okay, just I give the output, then again change the something.
mm.
Uh, person node emplo by emplo by dot yes. Oh, oh, emplo dot okay.
Seven. Yes, okay.
Okay. Mm.
Syntax
Import
errors.
person. Uh, okay. On here we need to issue on here person. Okay, because this is issue, because I tell you on here these things, because I add on here, this is a on here, because due to that reason issue on here.
Mm,
If I add on here export, okay,
mm,
I remove these things on here, comment. Okay, then it will work. This is a curly braces. Okay, this is a
mm,
curly braces.
mm.
If we have two things on here, one things, this is a one things, and second is a you can do export class person. This is a separate by separate, or
Okay,
this is a globally. So if I export this like these things, if I export if I export like these things, then it curly braces will work. That issue is coming. This is import person from employee. Okay, then again run. Okay, then you can see the output. You can see the output.
exactly.
Okay, if
Mm,
I comment this line, if I
mm.
uncomment this line, okay, and remove the things, then we need to remove this curly braces on here. Okay, now
Uh-huh.
now okay, you can understand this thing. Okay, curly braces and without curly braces on here. If
Okay,
you write this syntax on here, if you write this syntax on here, export default person, then no need to curly braces. Okay, if you I comment, I remove this, and if you want to export class person on here, then you need to curly braces, because this is a private, and if you add on here, this is a public. Okay, now you can see now what the output and check. Then on here person constructor call. Okay, then you can see on here I call this employee Okay, imply, go to the imply constructor, inherit. Okay, then go to the super 1000, go to the person constructor call on here. So message is coming, person constructor is called, correct? Okay, person constructor called. After that, this line execute. After the next, this value set on here, this value set, then imply constructor call, then this line will execute, this line will execute. Okay,
Okay.
okay, then this line will complete execute. After that, show info is a
Mm,
parent class method. Show info is a parent class method. So then output this will person id this. Okay, then again p mp dot imply info, this is a child class method, then this is a child class
okay.
method, value, this is the output. Okay, now if you
Okay.
want to, if you want to change something on here, mp dot, okay, this is a,
Mm,
we have some property, yes, mp name is equal to uh, name is sorry, okay, something, uh, Robert Smith. Okay, these things I am changing, name I am changing. Then you can also change on here. Then again, then you can see Robert Smith. Okay. After that,
okay.
if you want to
Okay.
create change, then if you want to change the name on here, then you can modify the property.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you can understand this class and how to class, and in the how to extend the class. Extend means inherit. This is concept of inheritance. Okay, how to
Okay.
inheritance through the import and export, and how to use super, and how to call this sequence constructor sequencing calling in here. Okay, so if you
Yeah.
if any doubt on here, please let me know. Then move to the uh, uh,
Yes.
this is a, okay,
It's
this is JavaScript complete on here. Then move to the
mm,
React.
okay. Fine. I'm completely understood this one. So, what is the
Yeah,
concept behind this? Everything classes and destructuring, and then those stuff. Whatever you have explained me,
yeah,
those things. It
yeah,
was really fine. Very fine.
yeah. Okay, okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
now move to the project. Means
Yeah.
sorry, project React. Okay,
Mm. You're going to teach me in React in JavaScript or TypeScript?
JavaScript. I first start JavaScript. If you want
Okay.
in between, if you know, then we can tell you the TypeScript.
Mm.
Because first start from the JavaScript,
Okay. Okay.
then it is simple. Because so you know, and if you know the Angular, then you friendly TypeScript, because on there using TypeScript, correct?
Mm. Exactly. So that's fine. We can start from JavaScript itself. That's
Yeah.
good.
After if you need, then we can create one class from in the TypeScript and we can use. Okay, then
Yeah,
start.
later. That we can do it later. Yeah.
Correct, correct. So, okay, actually one point maybe left mutable.
Mm-hmm.
I one point I left on there mutable.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, uh, uh, mutable means suppose that we have created the one class. Okay, create the one instance object. Okay, and after that, if you want to change inside the object, then you can change. That is called mutable. Okay, and
Okay.
if you not change, then immutable. So then we can say mm,
Mutable
like
or mutex is something they will say. That's
this is a
same or?
mutex. This is a different mutable.
Ah,
Okay, so this
okay.
is a,
Okay. Okay.
we have value. Okay, we have value. This is a, we have two type of value. One is a
Mm.
mutable, second is a immutable. Correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Mutable, mutable we have object, array, function,
Mm.
date maps, it
Mm.
set. Okay, this type of these things be mutable. Mutable we
Mm.
can change. Mutable things we can change. But immutable we cannot change. Like we have created the string. Okay, string, number, boolean, null. These things we cannot change. Immutable. Okay. So
Exactly.
okay. So I suppose that I create the late person. Inside the person, we have created the array person ID or person name. And after that, if you want change the person, that person ID is equal to something ID you want change. Then you can change because this is a mutable. We got create the object on here. Okay. And
Yeah.
if you want to copy this object, so then through the spirit operator you can copy. And if you want to
Yeah.
suppose that inside this object we have two property, if you want to add another
Mm.
property, then you can also extend the property. If you want to override, then you can override through the mutable. Okay, if you any doubt, then we can give the example.
That's
Okay,
fine. Actually, I'm completely fine. I'm
okay,
already taken notes actually, so that's fine.
okay, okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now move to the React part.
Yeah.
Okay. I just open. Okay. So actually in the React, okay, we will talk
Mm.
about the React. Inside the React, we have components. Inside,
Mm.
uh, suppose I creating the React, so we have suppose that ki small if just like we have created the diagram on here. Like okay. So on here, like this is a dotted icon. Okay. This is a one box. Inside the box, we have okay, and this is a another box, and one is a another box. Oh, sorry. Mm, One is a another box. Okay. Inside the box, we have divide this box, and then mm, then we have another box. Okay, and I divide this box also. Okay. So on here we have this is a header. Okay,
Okay.
this is a header, and this is a suppose on here this is a article, this is a article, and this is a like mm, you can say category or like something categories. Okay, categories, and on here we have command sum, and on here we have news disputes, and on here
Okay.
this is a footer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a we have header, article, categories, comments, news, footer. All things is a components, separate components. Okay, it is a building block of React
Okay.
application. We have on here one, two, three, four, five components on here. Okay, because
Okay.
everything's in the React. is a component, and
Okay.
each component return DOM element. Like we have
Okay.
DOM. Okay, this is a browser. When you return, this is every component is returned DOM element.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
and if you want to use, suppose we have created the one component. If you want to use in another place, we can use. And how to work with the one component to another component and one. Okay, so how to communicate with each other, how to maintain the state through the, then we can use the, on that case we use the props and state on here.
Okay.
This is a technical word on here. This is I
Hmm.
will tell you how to work props. Props means property. This is a
Hmm.
shortcut. Okay, props means property and state. Use state. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
I will communicate with the component through the props and state. State is used on inside the component, but if you want to talk from parent component to child component, then through the props we can do.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Hmm.
so so we will talk. We have like we will talk about the components. So components. We have two type of component we have.
Hmm.
One is a one is a class based
Hmm.
component. Class based component.
Okay.
And second is
Function based, right?
correct. Function
Hmm.
based. Functional component. Okay.
Okay.
These are two
Hmm.
two type of component we have. But class based component is
Okay.
legacy. Okay. This is a legacy class
Okay.
based component. So then we are using after sustain 17 we are using the functional component. This is a latest things on here. Currently in the React we are using functional component, not using class based component. Okay.
Okay.
So in the class based component we have created the class, but in the
Hmm.
functional component we have created the function. Okay. With
Okay.
that, this is a difference on here only. And
Okay.
now now we will talk about the JS JS, and we have to another things we have is JSX. Okay. uh, then you can see on here JSX.
Okay.
JSX. Okay, so this is a mixture of JavaScript and HTML on here, because on here we have only one component. So I show on here. I show on
Okay.
here inside the edge on here. Okay, this is a small page. Okay, so no, okay, you can see on here. Also, you can see on here. This is syntax on here. This is a return. Okay, this is a return. This is JavaScript
Hmm.
syntax. But inside this, you can see the HTML. Okay, this is a HTML.
Exactly.
Okay, this is on click. This is a HTML. Okay, inside this, okay, this is a curly braces. Okay, this is JavaScript syntax on here. So due to that reason, we have on here two things on here: JavaScript plus HTML. Okay, that that
Okay.
that is reason on here is called JavaScript XML. That is full form is
Hmm.
JavaScript XML. JavaScript
Okay.
XML. Okay, but on here
Okay.
why JSX mean that, because on the component we have JavaScript and HTML both. Due to that reason, with a mix of HTML and JavaScript code. Due to that reason, it's called JSX.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now we'll talk about the fragment. uh, fragments. Fragments. Okay. Actually, on here, like this is a strict mode. Okay, just I tell you on these things. Strict mode, and before that, just on here we cannot show these things. I move to the on here. Okay, I remove these things on here. Okay, this is a return on here. I remove these things. Okay, I remove. Then I will return multiple things on here, like div, uh, okay, one div, okay, inside the one div we have multiple uh, things, multiple or components on here we want to create, like these things. Okay, just remove. Okay, this is a HTML on here. Copy. We have another thing. We have another things. Okay, this is things
Okay.
on here. When you run this code, when you run, just I run this application. Okay. DOM npm run dev. Okay, so you can see on here,
Okay.
right? Expect
Exactly.
element, expect element. You can see on here div h1 h1 h1. Okay, also you can see on here div. Correct. I take the screenshot of these things. Okay, I will take the screenshot. Okay, this is a screenshot of this. After that,
Okay.
I will use the fragment on here. I remove the div. I remove the div. Inside instead of div, we are using on here react dot react dot uh, react dot fragment. Okay,
Okay. Why caps?
sorry.
Okay. No, why it is coming caps? Okay, the
Yeah,
fragment it's coming
yes,
under.
yeah. Actually,
Uh,
on that I will write the on small due to the reason fragment is not coming.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Now run this code. Now you can, maybe this is automatic running. I go to the browser. Okay, this is error is coming on here. React is not defined. Okay, so we need to define react on here. React. Okay, then okay, now you can see. Okay, now expect element on here. Now you can see. I check the compare the code. Okay, this is with div. Okay, and this is with the react that with the fragment. Then you can difference on here. What is the difference here on here? Can you see?
Exactly. Yeah, this is one more. Okay, div root.
Correct.
It was. Hmm.
This is a difference on here. On here, this thing's not available. Div. This div not
Hmm.
available on there. This div is not available. Okay.
Exactly. Hmm.
This div is not available on here. Okay. This is difference. If we are using React that fragment, then it remove the extra div.
Okay.
That is a fragment. So
Uh-huh.
instead of fragment, also you can shortcut. You can use this syntax. This is a small syntax.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
these two things.
Uh-huh.
Through this is also fragment. This both things
Fragment.
is same. You can write
Okay.
react that. You can write react that fragment or simple. You can small bracket. These things you can use.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, you can use the multiple. Suppose you have created a multiple component inside this fragment. Okay, fragment let you group list of children without adding extra node to the DOM. Correct.
Oh yeah,
Now
that's fine.
we will talk about I go move to the on here. uh, Suppose that we have uh, two components. Okay, this is a component and I want to move this to here. I want to move this to on here. Okay, and this is a component. Okay. You can say this is a parent component. This is a parent component and this is a child. Such is
Okay.
child component and this is child component. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when you talk about the props and state, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now on here we will talk about the props and state. So from parent to child, I want change value from parent to child.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, we use the props. Props. Okay. Props
Yeah.
full form is on here.
Properties. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Properties. Correct. Props means
Mm-hmm.
properties from parent to child. When you send data from parent to child, then in this case we use the props. And
Okay.
if you talk inside the component only, if you talk
Mm-hmm.
inside the component only, then you can use the state. Then you can use
Okay.
the state only. If you talk the only inside the component,
Uh-huh.
then you
Okay.
then you can use the state only.
Okay.
If you talk from
Okay.
another component, in this case you can use the props. Okay.
Okay.
And next point we'll discuss with the why React is faster rather than Angular. That question on here
Okay.
we will talk about on here. I give one another figure create on here, uh, like one partition on here. Okay, this component copy paste. Then we can Okay, so this is a component. Okay, paste. This is a component. Okay, so
Okay.
if I change, on here in this component, I change in this component. Okay, I change in this component. Okay, this is a red color. I change in this component. Then okay, so then if we have no virtual DOM, this is a DOM. Then you can understand this is a DOM. We have two things. We have DOM and virtual DOM. Correct?
Exactly.
This is a we will talk about the DOM. This is a DOM. Okay. When I change the component, and if we want to what is the change on here, we want to get value on here. We want get value on here in this component.
Yeah.
Then if we have DOM, if we have no virtual DOM, then value go on here. After that
Exactly.
value go on here. After that value
Yeah.
go on here. Then value go on here. Okay.
Oh,
That means
okay.
in the DOM, if I change something, then complete DOM is loaded. We have
Uh-huh.
10 component, then 10 component is loaded. It will take time. Correct?
Yeah.
That is reason when we have no virtual DOM, then it will take time to rendering the browser.
Okay.
And same things, I copy these things, uh, copy and paste. Virtual DOM. Okay, I will. Okay, this is virtual DOM. So on here, on here, we have changing the value. Something I change, then it will change in the through the state. Through the state, it will change, and after that it will change. Then it will compare through the virtual and DOM. We have virtual DOM and DOM. It will compare both, and what is the change in both, only change that value in the main DOM, not completely. If I change on here
Okay.
something, uh, okay, once, okay, then it will change in the virtual DOM, not happening in any place on here. And after that it will compare DOM and virtual DOM. Anything on here change, only that value change in the DOM, remaining not updated, remaining same as it is. Okay, this is
Okay.
virtual DOM. So on here you can see only one component is changes. Okay, one component changes, and in respect of this value on change on here. Okay, then only on here in the virtual DOM we have only impact on two component. Okay, this
Uh-huh.
component and this
Okay.
component. Remaining no
Okay.
changes. Okay, but on here we have six component affected. But on here only two components affected. Four is as it is.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so due to that reason, virtual DOM is fast and real DOM is slow. And so that
Okay.
region in Angular we have no virtual DOM.
Okay. I got it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Virtual dog. Okay. Fine.
Okay. So now move to the code.
Yeah.
This thing is only three part, but now we index remove the CSS. Man, we have no CSS needed on here. CSS index and okay. Uh, okay, after I will talk on here how to use data binding on here. So in the src folder, I create one folder components. Components. Inside the component, I create the one class, one component on here, data binding. Data binding. Dot JSX. JSX. Okay.
Okay.
Now, yes, I check the project is running or not. Okay, this project is running. Now this data binding I will call on here. Okay, this data, this is component I will use in the app component. Okay,
Okay.
component I will using on here. Component is data binding. Import data binding. Okay, so I create the function. I am using the functional component. Okay, function
Okay.
data binding
Data. Okay.
and inside the function we have this is a function and on here we use the export default data binding. Okay, due to that from this line it will use in the another component export
Okay.
data binding. Okay, and we will use on here return and on here this is a fragment I will using on here fragment. Okay, this is a basic. We will use the export this line, we will use the
Mhm.
fragment, we will use the return. Okay, so this is a
Okay.
on here we will this always return the DOM. Okay, this will be, it will return the DOM. Now suppose we have used the on here, always use on here const, not use late. Okay, so that I tell you what the reason on here. Okay, so on here we will h4. Okay, data binding and h5 you will write the name. Okay, so then I will show the name on here inside the curly braces. Okay, through this we can show the name on here. Okay, so I just print this code and maybe run this code. Okay, now you can see
Yes.
output is
Yes.
coming data partner, code partner, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so this output, and after that After that, we will talk about the how to on here click event, how to work on here click event.
Mm.
Okay, I write on here input input type test. Okay, input type button, input type button, and value you can write add value on here. Click me, and write the on here on click method. Okay, like this syntax e is equal to, okay, e is equal to handle
Callback function. Okay.
handle click. Okay, handle
Okay.
click e. Okay, okay, before that I will take about the in the react, this use the
Mm.
always use the camel case. why
Okay.
use why use the this camel case? Reason is on here, uh, camel case. Okay, camel case reason on here, because on here you can see on here, this is a HTML and JavaScript both in the one page. Okay, in one page we have two things, JavaScript
Okay.
and HTML. Okay, so now you can see we have class in both places. We have class like
Mm.
class in HTML, we have class in the JSX also we have class. Okay, so I change the name
Okay.
on here, name through the naming convention
Mm.
conflict in both place. So I change the name on here class name
Okay.
due to that reason. In the
Okay.
camel case we have first letter is small, after we will
Yeah.
next is capital. This is a camel case.
Yeah.
Okay, same things in the HTML we have on click. So due to conflicting on here, we have create the on and we use the camel case on here. Okay, also tab index, same things. Accept our char set. This is on here also accept char set. So due to the reason we have both things HTML and JavaScript. To remove the to remove the conflicting, we will use the camel case on here.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. I got you.
this is a
Mhm.
camel case. So okay, this is a handle click. Now I create the function const, okay, handle click and click button click. Now open check button click. Okay,
Mm.
this syntax we can add on click, handle click on here, alert message is coming, handle click. Okay, suppose if you want to some dynamic value on here we want to set. Okay, if you want to set
Mm.
some dynamic value, okay, value is equal to click me, then you can set
Mm.
e dot target, e dot target
Uh-huh.
dot value,
Okay.
e dot target
Okay.
dot through this line,
Mm.
BALU is equal to, I change the name on here, I am clicked. Okay,
Uh-huh.
now you can see,
Okay.
now you can see click button click, and you can see I am clicked. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
after that if you want to change again value again, then you can add on here time, set timeout. Okay, after uh, 1 second you can do
Mm.
e dot target dot click, again same value is coming, then again check click me. Okay, then I am click, then again click me.
Got it.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, now we'll talk about the uh, on here how to use the state. So question on here, like I go on here. Uh, const and uh, this is a value, this is a function name value, and is equal to this is a initial value. Use state, use state, this is a ini- initial value. Okay, on here.
Okay.
Actually, throw the const.
Mm.
What the meaning of const? If I assign the value with the const, then we cannot change in any time.
Exactly.
Okay, but on here
Mm.
we are changing. On here we are changing. If I initialize
Mm.
value something on here, I change something, then state will change on here. So how to change on here? That region on here.
So the
Hmm, yeah,
hmm,
tell me how to change on here.
this is the function name. It's a
Correct.
set something. Okay.
Yeah. So that is a function. Okay, that is a set name. You can understand this is a set, but this is a
Mm.
second parameter is a function. Suppose that uh, we have some you can understand we have rendering. You can understand the rendering. Okay, suppose
Mm.
one rendering we have value in the we have page we have some value on here. We have some value on here data binding. Okay, this is a one rendering. Then
Okay.
again rendering. Then it previous value is lost, then new value is set. How to set the new value? Through the use state. This is a second parameter, is a function. Okay, if you are again, this is not set the it on here, it is not set the value. On here you can see it is not set the value, it is again assign the value, again assign the value, not set the value. Suppose that we have two things, one is a render one.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
this is a one is a render.
Mm.
Okay, render one first time, then I change something value, then again render two. I am not changing value in the render one.
Mm.
Okay, I am not changing
Okay.
in the render one. Again, browser is refresh, then again change the complete change the HTML on there. Rendering two. After that, again change then render three. On here, if you are change the value, then we can change the value in the same in the render one. So I create the new render two because on there we have function. Okay, due to that
Okay.
reason we have created on here const. So due to the const, we have not assigned the value. We have not changed the value. I am again rendering the value on here. Like
Okay.
again tell you these things how to on here. Uh, like think of this on here render one. Okay, this is a const set 0. When you click the button, okay, click the button, set is 1. Okay, set count is 1. Then react discard render 1, react discard render
Mhm.
1, and start new render 2, new
Okay.
render.
So so you mean to say like that? It will that internal memory it will be clear. The new memory it will be
Correct,
created.
correct. Correct. You
Uh-huh.
suppose that if you have used the VIPs, okay, in the hospital, it this means we have VIPs. beeps the bed, and again patient is coming, then it means you can say it clear the all things. Suppose that you have room, you have
Mm,
clear the room, you have cleaned the room, then again
mm.
next guest is coming on there. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so
Okay.
these things you can say. Okay, first clear the
Okay.
all things, then next data is coming.
Okay.
Render
Okay.
1, render 2, render 3.
I got you.
Okay, so due to
Mhm.
that reason we are using const. Okay,
Okay.
because on here we are not changing anything, because when you assign the value in the const, we cannot change.
Okay.
Correct?
So that set count is the second parameter is a set property. You mean to say
Yeah,
like that or
this is second parameter is a function,
function?
not
Okay. Uh-huh.
not is a property, is a function.
Function.
On
Okay. Mm.
this is a function. Okay, second parameter is a
Function.
function.
Okay. 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 I got
So
you.
on here I write on here const
Mm.
like first name, and set first name, and on here I use I use the import react. Okay, so this is a on here we have set the value on here. Then on here set function first name, this is a function. this is
Mm-hmm.
this is a function. Okay, this is a you can if this question can ask in the interview, we, how to change the value, because on here they assign the value const, how to change this value. Correct, that is answer.
Exactly.
That is answer on here.
Mm. Okay. So this is the how to change the value means the function name. It will be set the new memory. There we will be setting the new value on top
Correct,
of that.
correct, new
Mhm.
memory.
New
So
memory. Okay. Mm.
I create the on here div and enter name, enter your name. This is your first name, and on here on change. All sense second point is a in the React we have only one way binding. Okay, on here
Mm.
no two-way binding. Actually, in the Angular we have two-way binding. Okay, but in the React we have only one-way binding. So how to use on here two-way binding through the use state? Through the use state we
Oh,
can use the two-way binding on here.
okay. So by default, React doesn't have a two-way binding.
Yeah,
Correct?
by default React we have not uh, two-way binding.
One-way binding.
So
Okay.
so if you want to use two-way binding, then through the use state you can use. So on here we are using uh, on change we have created the function name e is equal to handle change, handle. You write the const e is equal to
Equal to. Correct.
correct,
Mm-hmm.
and on here set first name. Inside the first name we have set the e dot target, e dot target dot value. Okay, so
Yeah.
on here I change the value. It will set the value on here. Yes, this is a function. Set function name. Okay, I set this value on here. Set function name. Set function name, and after that assign value on here, and this value. Then after that this value show on here parallelly. So then I just check on here. What the error? Okay, and the change. Mm, on change is equal to. Okay, this is a lambda.
Mm.
Now we'll check. Okay, so now you can see. Okay, now I will write on here A B C.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, okay,
now
okay.
now you can see this is a two-way binding.
Okay.
So uh, through the use state you can use the two-way binding.
I got you. I got you, Chandra.
Okay.
Mm. Very nice.
So, so on here we have will use state and
Mm.
like some things uh, and we will talk about the use ref. This is a use state, and
Mm.
then we will talk about the use ref. Okay, so this
Mm.
okay this concept you can understand this concept. How to this concept? This is concept use the destructuring on here.
Mm.
First parameter and second parameter. This concept on here. This is a destructuring. Can you idea on here? This is because on here get value from here and set on here first names and set first name like a destructuring on here. Now on here const like address address ref is equal to use ref address ref is equal to use ref. Now I add the 1D1 here div and on here enter address. Okay, enter your address on here. This is the address ref. Okay, this is address ref.
Mm.
And on here, what is the difference between use ref and use state? Okay, through the use state you can change the value. Okay, something.
Mm.
But if
Mm.
you want to change the color, if you want to change the color, change the color of text box. Okay, and
Mm.
add the CSS. So you cannot do from the use state
Okay.
because use ref use with the DOM is
Mm.
it work with the DOM, but use
Mm-hmm.
state is not work with the DOM. DOM means
Uh-huh.
we have text box. We have text box. This is a text box. This is a DOM, complete DOM. It will work with the DOM. But use
Mm.
state it will work with the value. This is a value zone. But on here input type something all HTML will get in the use ref. Like on here, uh, this is a address and address input type address input type. Okay, so when when I click when I click, then we want to set something on here like we have address ref and dot current style dot border. Okay, we want to change the dome. I want change the color. Okay, solid red, and
Okay.
we want to focus.
So you mean to say that
We want
use
to
state, if you are using use state, that will be working on not in memory,
okay.
correct?
No,
Mean
yeah,
to say
yeah. Use state used for the value only.
value only. Okay.
Okay. Suppose that we
That's
have text. We have text box. We have
mm,
text box. This is a text box. Inside that text box, we have zone. Zone is a okay. Zone is a dynamic value. But on in the text box, we have this line. Okay. This
mm,
line we want to color this text box red or green.
mm,
Okay. So
mm.
then you cannot do from the use state.
Okay.
You
I
can
got
do
it.
from the use ref.
Okay. So
Okay.
it's a DOM object, correct?
Correct.
Use
Correct.
ref is
DOM object. Correct. This is a DOM
Mhm,
object. So
mhm,
I add this. When you click the button, then it text box is color red and focus
mhm.
and name is India. Okay. Then I click button click. Then you can see Delhi India it value set on here. Okay. But okay,
Mhm,
and then you can see the color is change on here. Okay. Color change,
mhm.
color change, Delhi India and border also change. So I have the change on here focus and border and set value India. Okay, so I change these things on here. DOM I am changing focus and border. If you want to add the class, you can do these things. We can throw these things we are doing from the and this also set value on here. This value on here ref current value. But why not showing this value? Okay, maybe not showing. Okay, I click. Okay, now you can see. Okay, first I load, then it value is black. You can see the text box is
Exactly.
border is black. And
Yeah.
when you click, I change the color is on here red. Okay,
Yeah.
same on here. So through the
Set
use
the
ref,
value.
we can use the
Hmm?
DOM. We can if you want to work with the DOM, then you can use ref.
Okay. Okay. I got it.
And after that, we will talk on here. Any confusion still?
No, no, no. I'm
Okay.
very pretty clear. Very
Okay.
interesting and nice.
Yeah. Okay. So now next point we will talk about the use effect.
Use effect. Okay.
Right. Use effect on here. Use. Okay. Use effect like you can see. Uh, just example. Uh, suppose we have one array. On here we have no empty array. Second array is
Hmm?
we have parameters like we have two parameters a comma b. We have two
B.
parameters
Correct. Mm-hmm.
and first is a we have no array. On here
Mm-hmm.
no array. We have no
Mm-hmm.
array. Okay, there is a three things
Mm-hmm.
on here in the use effect.
Mm-hmm.
So in on here three things. These things you can understand with the also graph with the use. effect. And okay. This is a and
Mm.
this on here array
Singular array
singular
and then two array.
on here two array A
Mm.
and B. Okay, use effect. Then we have no array. Then
Mm.
it will change when you something change in the DOM. Suppose we have
Mm.
10 text box or 5 text box or any button. Okay, any control. Okay, any event fire in the text box something. Then always call use effect if you know array. If we have no array, then any change in the text box button something, then use effect always call the use effect. Always call use effect.
Can you repeat again?
Suppose we have 10 text box. We have
Okay.
one browser. Okay, this is a, we have two text box. Okay, on here
Okay.
any things on here change. Anything on here
Mm.
change in this text box,
Mm.
in this text box, this button.
Mm.
Then if we have no array, if we have
Mm.
no array, then
Mm.
u- use effect call. Always use effect will call. If we have no,
Uh-huh. Okay.
and if we have empty array,
Mm.
okay, then only one time use effect call. Only one time.
Uh-huh.
And and after that, if you pass the parameter, like if you want to if you want to call this use effect based on condition, when if you change the
Mm.
name, if you change the
Mm.
name, then call the use effect. If you
Mm.
change the address, then you call the use effect. Then you can
Mm.
pass the parameter. Then you can pass the
Mm.
parameter. Okay. So
Mhm.
I will take on here. I will you how to use these things. I will take on here. Then more clear. Use effect. Okay. This is a one things. This is a second things. On here we have no array.
Yeah.
On here we have empty array, and on here we have. I will change with the we have side like these things first name. Okay, we have
Okay.
passed the first name. No, on here we have sorry first name. Okay, so then you can see on here, we have three effect. We have three effect. Okay, if we have on here we have no array, this always call,
Mm.
this will call always,
Mm.
and this will call only one time,
Okay.
and this will call when first name text box is affected. First name text
Ah.
affected. So I
Okay.
change the name on here. Okay, this is a empty empty by empty array. Okay, and this is a no array. Okay, these things. Now let's check these things. I inspect element clear. Now you can see.
Okay. Okay. Now I got it. So the no array always it will be called n number of times. Okay.
Correct.
Single array only one time the page is loading. That time only it will be called. And
Correct.
then parameters if the property of the input values or something that will be changed. That time only it will be called. Correct?
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay. Now you can see on here. This is where this will it will you can see this is a blur and this is a highlight. This is two things on here. Now you can see
Okay.
this is a blur and this thing. Then you can see this
Uh-huh.
is a two times we will call. No array component mounted, no array component mounted. Empty component mounted, empty component mounted. First name component mounted. Okay, first name component. This why happened two times. What the region on
Okay.
here? What the region? So region on here. We are using on here uh, main.ts strict mode. In the strict mode, it will call two times. When I remove these things, now
Uh,
we'll I remove these things. Okay, now we'll check on here. Now you can see only one time. Again, you can see only one
so
time.
which is the best? Why we are using strict
Okay,
mode?
yeah. Actually, when you develop the code, when we have code in the development phase, when you developing the code. So
Mm.
strict mode is used for the when you error is coming in the application or in development. Then strict mode will give exact error. Okay, because strict
Mm.
mode is work only the development mode. It will not work in the production. It will not work in the production. It will work only the development mode.
Okay. Strict mode only work in development mode.
Yeah.
No, without strict mode. Okay. Uh-huh.
So for that reason, it will come two times. Okay. So best
Okay.
reason when you develop the code, then you can use on your strict mode. When
Okay.
you
So
publish,
when I'm going to push the code, then I have to remove the strict mode. Then I have
yeah,
to push that
correct. No,
production.
don't
Okay.
don't don't need to remove this code because when you publish this code on the production, then automatically it will not work.
Okay.
Yes. On there it will not work. Only
Uh-huh.
development phase when you run the command on here npm run dev. Dev means development.
Okay.
Okay. When you
Okay.
deploy the code in the production, then strict mode will not work.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
Okay. So now you can when you wait, then you can see in the two times it come on here. Okay. So I will change the name on here. Something. John. Okay. Now
Okay.
this is multiple time is coming things on here. I just comment the code because confusing on here multiple line is coming. I comment these things. Okay, we have use state. Use state. Okay,
Okay.
it will
Okay.
any event call, then use effect will call. So then I refresh no array component. Okay, then it will call. Then I click on here. I change. Then you can see no array component bounded. 1, 5,
Uh,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, you can see
okay. Okay.
32.
Okay.
Okay, now I will add on here array, comma, array. Now we'll check.
Um,
Refresh here. Okay. No, nothing is coming on here. Okay. It will come only one time.
yeah.
Not coming in anything on here. Correct?
Exactly.
And if I change on here first name,
Yeah.
then when you change the value in the first name, then it will happen. Clear? Okay. Clear? I change. Then you can say I check the value in the first name. Then will happening. If I change in the on address, then not work. Okay. Then you
Uh-huh.
can see. Okay. When I click,
I,
when
mm,
I click, then nothing is coming on here. Okay. So
exactly. Exactly.
this is a difference on your first name, empty array,
Mm,
and no array. Correct?
exactly.
That is huge effect on here.
Super. Super. Nice. Nice, Sandra. Are you fine? Is the time is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
Okay, so we will continue tomorrow. Okay.
yeah, yeah, we can continue. You can take rest. I think you have nicely have taken today
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the concept.
yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Chandra. Okay,
thank you,
we'll
sir.
connect tomorrow. Hmm?
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.